Why, hello there, everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans. How are you guys doing this fine day?
I'm doing excellent.
Doing
A
well.
little hungover, but good.
Excellent. Um, well, it's been a while since we've had Shenanigans. I guess only a week, but what's been going on? Anything interesting happen with you, Rob?
Well, let's see. Two things here. First, there's no Fuzzy, so apparently I put on pants for nothing. That's kind of disappointing. And second, I'm guessing that since a lot of people out there in the audience play D&D, that many of them are aspiring writers. So I've got a PSA for you. I got two books that I ordered from Amazon that came in. One was for my book club, and one I got just because I wanted to get it. Now, I know everybody worries about writing and words and everything, but I just want to say something about cover art. So here is the book I got for book club, The Secret Histories, by a woman. I think she got a Pulitzer for one of her other books. It's well reviewed. I'm sure it's probably high on the New York Times book list and everything. So here's this book. Here was the other one I got by David Wong. Futuristic Violence and Fancy Suits. You can see it's covered with weapons and a cat all across the front. And then the back is a cyborg hand flipping you the finger. Guess which one I dove into first? The Pulitzer Prize winning author or Cyborg Bird? So cover art.
Well, that's great. Greg, you are one of our Hardcore Heroes players that has hopped in on Shenanigans. What's up with you? How's it going?
Surprisingly, so many things since 12 hours ago or whatever it was.
Wow.
Not really. Been enjoying getting on stream and playing some D&D. I've always had fun doing it. I'm excited to jump in with the new cast and have some fun.
Cool. And who are you going to be playing since you have a brand new character for us?
I am going to play Yosafat Farseer, the druid. He is a character that has wandered into town because he is newly indebted and is braving the civilization for perhaps the first time in a while. He's tall and lanky, but a little underweight, probably maybe 6'1", 145. Big, bushy, wild, unkept beard, long hair that's always filled with leaves or pigeon shit and all kinds of random stuff in it. It'll be fun.
All right. Eric, long time no see. How's it going over in San Francisco?
Oh, it's been crazy over here. I got a new job at another restaurant that is way high end, and I'm not used to it, but I've gotten used to it, so now it's a-okay.
Can we see what waiter Eric is like? Because I'm pretty sure he doesn't talk like that.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I talk. Normally I'm just like, what's up? What can I get for you? You're taking too long to talk. I'm not going to answer all your questions. Get out of my face. And that's what I do. It's how
Even at this super high-end fancy place?
Yeah, and it works. It gets people in and out.
Mostly out.
Yeah,
I actually have to go to work right after this stream, so it's like,
all right, well,
I want to keep my mind off of that. But other than that, you guys haven't seen me in a while. I was in Ireland, which is a lovely country. I highly recommend anyone who can afford it or take the time off to go there. Super green everywhere, just like in the movies, but even more green, whatever. Lots of drinking. Went to many pubs. Guinness over there tastes like magic and happy dreams. It tastes way different than it does here in the States.
Why is that?
Only great things. What's that?
Why is that?
I guess a lot of it gets lost in
Brewed by leprechauns over there.
Yeah. I didn't care too much for Guinness over here stateside, and then I went over there, and it's I had at least 3 pints a day, because Guinness is like a real meal over there. It's nice and heavy, and it has just this amazing taste there compared to here. The only downside was there are no pick up after your pet rules over there in Dublin, I don't think, because everywhere I walked, I had to watch out for shit. Little bits of dog shit all over the sidewalk.
Oh, man.
Other than that, it was an amazing trip.
Fantastic. And you are playing Naina Thurman?
Yes.
It's been a while since we've had you here, so remind us, who is Naina?
She is the lover of the late Slade Milson, who was eaten by a plant way back in the day. She wanted to collect a debt from him, but found out she was dead and ended up joining the heroes of the group. She is a hunter, level 3. She's deadly with a bow and dagger, and she's looking to get a whip soon because she misses those good old days with Slade.
That's probably
Wait,
more
joined
in
up with
for...
the heroes of the group?
What's that?
You said she joined up with the heroes of the group?
Well, with you.
Are there some other players joining us?
Yeah. Nope.
All right. And Ryan, been a while since we've had you on Shenanigans as well.
Yeah, missed my shenanigans. Although I saw you guys on Dicing with Death, the viewers, a few days ago. Yeah, not much to report since then. Be back at the Shenanigans table. I'm thirsty for some XP.
Fantastic. And you have 39 good berries with you?
I have 39. I got pockets full of good berries.
Do they
Good
each
berries.
restore 1 HP?
They do. Each person can only have like 8 a day or something like that. So at this point, I'm making more good berries than I can start exporting them and selling them or something. I don't think Martha would appreciate that.
She probably wouldn't. All right. Well,
I have a guess as to why Guinness is better in Ireland.
oh, tell us.
I believe Guinness is a nitro stout, so they keep it under nitrogen gas to prevent it from like oxidizing and whatnot. That's what the weird little rattly thing is. And if you've ever had a Guinness can,
Right.
nitrogen releaser. So I'm guessing closer to the source, it's probably just fresher and it like stays straight in the cask, straight under nitrogen the whole time.
Why wouldn't they just have
beer-
a different facility to make it stateside then?
Oh.
Yeah, for beer in general, unless you're like a mass-produced, really shitty lager like Bud. Sorry for all the Bud fans out there, because Bud, there's actually like so much Bud Light over there. It's like the second most popular beer there. But we've tried a couple of Lagunitas over there, and it's. I think beer in general, if you transport it too far from the source, something happens. It just loses some of its flavor or changes. Yeah, that's my speech on beer.
Okay.
And we didn't mention, maybe it's too late, maybe we've already lost them, but this is a YouTube exclusive.
Yes.
Normally we ignore the YouTube viewers, but for this one we don't have any interaction, so like or comment down below and
Subscribe.
I don't know what YouTubers are supposed to berate their fans to do.
They're supposed to berate them to subscribe, like, and comment. Exactly what you guys said. Which is actually surprisingly important for YouTube. It seems like one of those things that, whatever, like a video, whatever, subscribe to the follower. No, the more people actually more videos get liked and the more people get followed, the
And also
broader
like the rate,
visibility
like,
they
if
get.
liked as soon as they're put up.
I don't know.
Changes things.
The metrics on it are weird and bizarre, and I hate asking people to like and subscribe, so I never do. I feel it's really kind of sleazy and trashy to be like, everyone like my things! But mechanically wise, it makes a difference, so I don't know what to do about that.
Well,
I mean,
I don't know what YouTube you guys are talking about. I'm here to encourage everyone watching on YouTube to troll us individually. Explain to us
Yeah, do we have
what horrible things you can tell about us just from seeing us. What kind of bizarre sexual habits we must have.
I'm a gold man.
And who you would, I don't know, let's go with Mary Bucktail.
Oh, God.
Who's the biggest perv in the group? That's what we
Yeah.
got. Hopefully,
I
by
think
the
it's-
end of the session we'll know.
I think Greg, definitely. I think we can tell.
Yeah,
already.
completely. Definitely.
Greg.
Yeah. So without further ado, why
Well,
don't
everybody
we...
knows that you got a beard that's just, you're perverted. Oh, wow.
We're all kidding. We know it's Eric.
Please, fantasy world. Reality is too disturbing for me.
Okay, all right, so game. Without further ado, let's hop into game. Today is an unusually hot day in Berkshire. You guys show up, or you wake up, and it is sweltering. It's like 115 degrees.
Ugh.
You guys come downstairs. In fact, it's so hot that if you wear any armor, you're just going to be encumbered because you won't be able to cool down enough. It's going to be uncomfortably hot.
How am I doing in my burlap robe?
Your burlap robe puts you at moderate encumbrance if you continue to wear it.
It's silk lined, so we're
Yeah. So it's even,
Silk lined burlap robe.
burlap on the outside,
Do
silk
I-
on the inside.
Do I realize this before I memorize spells that day?
Yeah, I think you wake up and you're like,
Okay,
oh,
so I made.
it's so hot. It's so hot. If you have a resist heat spell, that'll work.
I have. Yeah, I'm gonna change my spell list so that I can deal
Okay.
with this.
Anyway, you guys come downstairs, finding Shenanigans pretty devoid of people. There's another person who's scarfing some food. He's just wearing shorts, no other clothes, no sandals, nothing on his shoes, no weapons. You've seen this guy around before. He's usually walking around in like half plate mail with a big sword and a big shield, and like nice padding underneath his armor so it doesn't scrape him. He's in his underwear and he's like taken off out the door. Behind the counter, you see Desmond in his normal garb with this long sword, with a sword at his side, totally chilling, not concerned about the heat at all.
Morton does the same. Morton comes downstairs wearing a bronze breastplate and a burlap robe.
How long does resist heat
Smiling.
last?
I cast Iron Vigil, which is a second level cleric spell. I don't know what.
How much bullshit does that involve? What does that do for you?
1 week of ignoring hunger, thirst, and extremes of climate.
What?
Damn it!
He's effectively immune to exposure, dehydration, and heat or cold injury.
Can you learn that? How many of that do you have today?
None of y'all. None. It's caster only.
Ah, damn it.
I do have resist heats. Maybe I should memorize some of those as well.
All right, whatever.
Whatever.
Desmond sees Friar Morton Bixby coming down, not worrying about the temperature at all, and he goes, "Morton, you're a cleric. Fantastic. You're not bothered by this weather, are you?"
Well, I was sweating like a hog when I woke up, but
Look,
the warmth of Martha's blanket around me.
here, come with me. Come with me. Actually, all of you guys, come with me. Take a look at this. And he leads you out the front door and points down the road where you see this fiery portal just like writhed in flames with a shimmering bluish white. Oh my god, we just lost Rob.
We killed them.
Oh, no.
A shimmering bluish white light in the middle of this oval shaped portal. Here we go. Oval shaped. I'm now Ryan, apparently. And he goes, well, somehow a portal to the fire plane opened up, and hey, Rob's back. Cool. Borsch, Lizzie, and I are going to go through the portal, figure out what's wrong, and get that thing shut. But in the meantime, I need you to watch Shenanigans for me. In fact, the four of you, can you keep an eye on Shenanigans and make sure it doesn't get burned to the ground while we go through this portal and, figure out how to shut it? That's definitely what's causing the heat, and we just got to get out of here. We got to solve this.
That sounds like such an epic adventure. Come on, let's go with you, Desmond.
You would die.
Probably. In the most epic
Come on,
manner,
man. You've
though.
already stripped off half of your clothes.
That's true. I'm walking around in
How
loincloth.
would you do in the plane of fire?
Besides, wouldn't you like to run Shenanigans for a day? Isn't that a pretty epic adventure?
Morton looks worried.
I have a feeling that we're going to learn a lesson about how hard it is to run a bar, and
Is that
we'll all have a better appreciation for each other.
Come on, I do that in real life. Don't make me do it in fantasy. Come on.
Did I hear Scrapper barking in the background?
I think you
Apparently,
did.
yes.
Scrapper.
At this point, Borsch and Lizzie meet up with him. Lizzie in armor as well. And you notice Desmond and Lizzie have matching rings that you don't normally see on them.
Which finger do they wear it upon?
They each wear it on their middle finger.
Okay. So it's not like a wedding band. It's not like I'm offended that I didn't get to renew their vows.
No, this is probably something having to do with them not sweating at all in the massive heat.
What about Borsch?
Borsch, the orc, is down to nothing. He's got boots on, and that's it.
All natural, man.
Boots and a belt with an axe. Yeah.
Aw.
And hopefully a little crotch flap.
No. Not even.
He's freewheeling it.
I mean, he's an orc. He's got to do what he's going to do.
Am I impressed by it as a woman?
Maybe repulsed is the right word.
She's into hobbits and orcs. It's a weird thing.
Well, if she's into hobbits and orcs, I think then she is impressed.
Nice.
Maybe I don't know. I don't want to figure out the average or the distribution of orc penis
Get him
sizes.
into the portal before we can ask any more questions.
Yeah.
I found
Desmond.
in my other campaign for orcs, I found it was a D12 plus 3.
That linear distribution is not an accurate reflection of true population diversity.
Desmond and Borsch start heading for the gate. Well, Lizzie turns around and walks and kind of comes up to you guys and says, this is really unfortunate timing, but my mother is supposed to be coming into town today.
Is Lizzie an elf?
No, she's human. We promised her a while ago, back when Leila was born, that we wouldn't go off on any more adventures for the sake of the child. So, can you just make something up and not tell her where we are? And just
I was about to ask if we were going to have to run back and forth between different rooms, try to pretend somebody was somewhere and cover.
However you want to do it, that's fine. Just don't let her know that we're in an elemental plane of fire, please. Thanks, guys. I trust you to keep my secret.
I put a hand on her and I say, I know how mothers are. We'll take care of it.
You
and
seem like you haven't had an overbearing mother.
I shout back at Desmond. What was that?
You seem like the sort of fellow who's had an overbearing mother. She pats you on the shoulder.
I say, do be careful and don't forget to eat. And I hand her a fistful of good berries.
She pops one in her mouth, pockets the rest, and hurries to catch up with the remainder of her party.
I listened intently to her voice and try to mimic it in case we have to do some little shenanigans.
Give me a perception score check.
Perception. Where is that? Sorry, I haven't used all this in a while. Oops.
Yes.
Dice. Sorry, I'm holding up everything.
It's okay.
Where's the dice? There it is.
2 plus with your perception score of
15.
31. You get a pretty good ear for her voice, and she takes off. You guys go back into Shenanigans, and, well, it's sweltering. It's 115, but it's pretty much empty. There's not really anyone. Oh, hey, look, there's Glibglob, the kobold, and someone else comes downstairs and asks for some food, and Glibglob looks around and goes, "Borscht gone. Glibglob make stew? Glibglob make stew."
No.
I train. I apprentice. I know make stew.
Does anybody else cook?
Why is there a
Well, I got
disgusting
some
kobold?
special herbs for that stew.
He puts
We
frick
can
the
help out,
haters.
give
Go
it
make
all
us some
out.
stew.
He puts his hands on his
I
hips
want
and says, "Glibglob make good stew. I learned borscht. I make good stew."
I don't want to eat filthy food made by a filthy kobold. My character hates kobolds.
His lip starts to quiver. His eyes get a little bit big. They start to They start to well up.
Now, here is the thing, Glibglob. You, as we know, are an expert cook. My chef over at the back door, he needs some practice. So what I was thinking is I could have him come over here, since the back door doesn't really open until later, and he could be working, and you could supervise and give him tips so that he can learn all your vast cooking knowledge. He really needs your skills and talents here, Glibglob.
He looks to Morton. Corey doesn't want me cook.
No, I need your expertise to train.
I know this joke. You say need Glibglob, and then Glibglob wash dishes all day.
Glibglob.
Glibglob, when have I ever said I needed you and I didn't take you on a
I just
grand...
start shoving Glibglob towards the kitchen.
He
Have fun,
runs
kid.
off happily into the kitchen, and you start hearing clanking of all sorts of things, and a chicken screaming, and then it stops screaming, but not quite, and then there's like feathers coming out, and
It'll
he's
be
working.
fine. You guys don't have to eat there. Here, have a good berry. And I hand a berry to.
All right. So, given that we have Father Morton, and given that
Nope,
we're going to be apparently running a bar, can I switch out some cleric spells here? Since
Sure.
I'm probably not going to need quite so many Cure Light Wounds.
Sure.
All right. I'm thinking for funsies here. So for second level, I'll ditch the hold persons, and I'll get an augury and the speak with animals.
You need expensive material components for augury.
Do I? Okay.
It's
So
like 1,000
maybe
GP worth of
1,000
dragon
GP worth
bones.
That is.
oh, jeez. All right. So I'll go with speak with animals and one hold person, because that might be the only way to deal with a mother-in-law. You know, is it at all?
What?
Is it at all suspicious that, given the choice between mother-in-law visit and elemental plane of fire, they chose elemental plane of fire?
It was Lizzie's mother. I guess it's Desmond's mother-in-law. But Lizzie was going too.
Okay. Yeah. What does that tell us?
Someone is very perceptive.
And then I'm going to take, for first level spells, 2 commands. I'll have 1 CLW just in case. Well, actually, no, I've got the expert healer one. And I'm thinking Sanctuary might be good in this particular mother-in-law situation.
Oh,
I
geez.
don't know, maybe I'll just go with 3 commands.
Okay.
That might become necessary. All right.
All right. Well, I guess I'll read mine off as well. So I have a Cure Light Wounds, 2 Resist Heats, Shillelagh, Orison, Enthrall, Iron Vigil, which is already cast, Aid, and Cure Moderate Wounds.
Nice. All right. A few other people come down from their rooms, mostly not in very great state of dress. Lots of shorts, lots of boxers, loose t-shirts for the girls. And they wait around for their food. They order some cool drinks. I think you guys can handle pouring a drink here or there. It's not too difficult.
Yes, we've got to divide up responsibilities here.
Ooh, good.
Who's going to be the waiter?
That'll be me, because I'm all dressed down to my underoos, and that'll get customers.
That'll get tips. All right. So we're leaving Glibglob in charge. Was it Glibglob or Krubar?
Glibglob in the kitchen.
Glibglob. Are we going to have, maybe we should have a sous chef in case there's anyone here who has cooking skill at all?
I don't really cook,
Father
man,
Morton,
but I
you
got
seem
a lot
like you
of
might
herbs.
know
I can
your
help.
way around the kitchen. Because you have such
I know my
taste.
way around the dinner table.
All the way around the dinner table.
Did you say you were an herbalist, friend?
Yeah, man, I'm all about those herbs.
Mm.
I got a good pouch of them. I know how they work good. I can help Glibglob out.
All right, there we go.
Yes. I love this whole lumber sexual thing you have going on there.
We'll need someone behind.
You know what?
Behind the bar?
It's Shenanigans. Go, you cook, add herbs, make it wonderful.
Excellent, man. You'll enjoy it, I promise, man. I'll walk in to help out Glibglob, I guess.
Is that Starleaf?
Oh, definitely. I got some of that too. Yep.
All right, we're also gonna need someone working behind the bar, and we're gonna need a busser.
Who wants to work behind the bar?
Did they have all that before? They only had a few of those things. They only had 3 people.
Yeah, they had
one person at least whose responsibility is to keep the health department from going into that kitchen today.
Yeah. Can we just I can set up some rope traps? Just saying, rope use is one of my proficiencies, so just
Do you have a barman?
I guess I can set up behind the bar and give everyone who orders a drink.
Do you know how to make drinks?
On moderation.
Yes, I think
got some alcohol over there to make drinks.
This actually being the province of Newton, perhaps I should work the bar.
Very well.
That's
I'll post up
I
here,
got that.
and I take a seat in a rocking chair by the hearth.
All right, then you can help bus tables and clean up.
Sure.
Yeah. Be a busser, and we might need a runner if it gets busy. Just saying. Sorry, this is what I do in real life. This is I think it through.
Okay.
Actually, on the topic of runners, perhaps just to be on the safe side, Brother Martin, perhaps we could send you with a message to my casual, very conservative club, the back door, and you could maybe ask, what was the chef's name? Do we just call him? Oh, Seagal. Maybe we could get Seagal and
What are you talking about? I will go to the back alley and see what he's rambling about.
You head out into the back alley, and it's
The
just
back alley.
an empty alleyway. There's a tree back there, a knocked over fence.
the back door is the name of my club. We'll give you directions. And given that there's a mother-in-law here, perhaps we need someone to carry bags, some people to be yelled at, scapegoats, that kind of thing.
Okay. As you're having this discussion, in through the front door walks Leila, Desmond and Lizzie's daughter, 13-year-old daughter. She looks around and goes, and just kind of walks up to the whole group. Where'd my parents go?
My good Leila, good news. Your grand-grand is coming to visit.
Oh.
What's your reaction?
Which one?
Well, let's see. Your parents decided to go through a portal to the other
Don't worry,
planet.
the girl. Don't worry, the girl.
No,
So, which grandmother might inspire that? Does that give any clues?
They went through a portal?
Yes.
Another plane?
Yes. I'm guessing that gives you some insight as to which grandmother it is.
it's for their second honeymoon.
Well, I
divorce go?
need to talk to someone about that portal to the other plane. She looks at the other people in the bar, but in private.
Well, you could talk to us here.
She looks around and motions to go out into the backyard and out into the back alleyway, and leads you guys out there, shutting the door behind you.
All right. Yes.
I
You
summoned a monster from
conjured
the plane of fire, and now it's inside of me.
You did what?
I didn't miss the first part of that. All I heard was it's inside of you.
I summoned a monster from the plane of fire, and now it's inside of me.
I immediately start inspecting.
I'm going to assume the definition of that is something that won't get the stream banned in most countries.
So I'm giving her a medical examination.
She pushes you away and goes, last night I
start casting an aura.
I tried to contact a demon in the outer planes.
Oh, blessed Martha be upon us. I cast a detect magic orison. Detect magic within 10 feet of me.
Ooh, Corey, do you have anything magical on you? I think you do.
Do I?
Oh, yeah, Ryan, of course you detect magic near you. Yeah, totally. Your good berries are all magical.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, Jack had all kinds of magic. I've got diddly squat.
So I tried to contact the demon in the outer planes, and it didn't.
What was his name?
I don't have a demon in mind. I just, I overheard some people, and I read some books about asking outer plane demons for answers, and it didn't work.
See,
at least
I've been telling you all, reading is dangerous.
I didn't think it worked. But then I had a dream last night, and this older woman appeared in the dream. She began chanting, "One of us, one of us, one of us. You will soon be one of us." And then she collapsed into a pile of ash. And then when I woke up, there was this portal to the outer realms, and there was blood everywhere. And there was a demon and I was just like, I was fighting this demon that was trying to get inside of me, and everything hurts. And there was the plane to the portal to the fire, and the portal to the plane of fire. And
I give her a big hug. I say, now, you did not conjure this portal.
Like you need some of my herb.
It was only a dream.
no, there was blood everywhere this morning.
Do you have any?
Can you
any
show us
that
this
can
so we can
soothe-
go up to your room and see that it's not existing there anymore? Then you can insist that it is still, that it was there,
It's
that
there,
you
and she
want.
storms back opens the door into Shenanigans, starts to storm inside. When you guys see Crewbarb standing on the bar, directing a flow of maybe 40 or 50 kobolds who are marching furniture in and out of Shenanigans.
No, Kubarb, stop!
What are you doing? Filthy kobolds everywhere? I'm getting fucking furious now.
Desmond gone. We make casino in Shenanigan.
No, he's coming back. And when he sees this, he's not going to be happy.
Casino one day, 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 casino one day. And you see,
I pull my bow and draw an arrow.
all right, well, and then hold on. Let me set the scene. Kobolds are ripping up. I should have put it on bar music. Kobolds are ripping up tables, just like picking them up, hauling them outside, rolling them outside, taking chairs. They're bringing in much smaller kobold-sized tables. Some of them are like setting weapons around. They're tearing like things off the walls and starting to nail up just like pieces of fabric, just large yards of fabric everywhere. Someone's crawling inside the chimney.
I'm doing my best to stop this, but I'm probably just like stopping individual kobolds from nailing something up, and then there's another thing getting.
But yeah, let's flip back to Nana. You put an arrow trained on Crewbarb.
What?
You put an arrow onto
What
Crewbarb?
level are you, Nina?
Yeah.
That's a really
I
good.
fucking hate kobolds, and they're everywhere right now, causing chaos and shenanigans.
Well, Party, how do you react to this?
I'm going to go over, put two fingers on Nana's arrow, go, no, we're going to take care of this. Crewbarb is a valued
We gotta get them.
crew.
We
I'll
gotta
pull
get
out
them
some
out of here.
mushrooms from my pack and go to hand them to Nina. Like, I think, man, you need to try some of these, man, to calm you down, man.
So,
No mushrooms for me. I had a bad trip a long time ago. So I'm gonna let this arrow fly in a second, unless someone can convince me otherwise.
I went over, like, put my fingers in your arrow and, like, went pushing it down. Gonna take care of this minor setback. Plan number one, you there, sir, are going to start brewing up the special cobalt elixir, special drink just for kobolds.
Wait, who is this?
We're going to be serving them something to maybe calm them down a little bit.
Who are you telling
I
this to?
got you, man. I can do that.
Yeah.
To what is the name of Greg's character? I don't-
Yosafat
whatever.
Farseer.
I'm Yosefat.
Do you speak Farsi?
Yeah, somebody call you
Yosefat?
Grizzly out. And meanwhile, I'm going to start moving all of these guys out to the stables.
They're pretty intent on setting up a casino.
I announced to them all that I will be, man, I'm going to make special casino drink for all you workers, man. It'll be done in just a few minutes. I'll be back. Every one of you get excited, man. Where are the cups at? And I just start going off to the kitchen, and I want to make an herbalism check with my pound of starleaf to knock all these kobolds out.
I guess with
now,
a pound
I'm
of
gonna
starleaf, do you have any sort of cooking proficiency? Would you
have
know how to
herbalism.
create this?
How hard is it to
some
make brownies?
Basically, I don't have cooking, but I do have herbalism and medicine. I figure that I probably am fairly proficient at making myself and other people very high.
All
I'm
right.
sure you can make brownies.
Hey, who said anything about getting high?
So when you ask
All right.
where are the cups, immediately kobolds are moving around. Someone like finds some cups and walks over, then trips and drops them, and they shatter on the ground and break.
So I'm gonna walk into the middle of the floor.
Where did Leila go?
Silence.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You guys deal with this shit. I'm gonna go with Leila because if I stay here any longer, I'm gonna kill some of these guys.
She says, "Oh,
Good
fine,"
idea.
and takes Nana by the hand and leads her outside and down the street to her house.
Okay, and I'm
I think I
gonna
follow after as well.
and I'm gonna call Scrapper over.
Scrapper is actually mobbed by a bunch of other kobolds right now. They are surrounding him and petting him and licking him, and he's licking them back. Because kobolds are kind of like a canine species here, and they and Scrapper are just having they're rolling around, they're rubbing each other's bellies against each other. Scrapper seems to be in heaven.
Nope. Maybe we can make this work for us. All right, Cobalts. So you know me, Curry Silvertongue, co-owner of the Cobalt Casino out there in the woods, owner of the Backdoor Casino, manager extraordinaire. And I tell you, we need to move this outside. It's too hot in here. We're going to move it over to the stables where I happen to have half of an entire keg of very nice wine, which I think all of you need a drink to help you to continue working on this very hot day.
Like 2/3 of the way through that, they kind of were looking, following. After 2/3, they kind of just looked away, and they all went back to what they were doing. It's too wordy and too
Okay.
complicated for them to
We'll
understand.
try it again. Yeah, jump up.
Huh? What? Huh?
Free wine in the stable.
Woo! And they all bolt outside, dropping whatever they're doing. You hear dishes breaking, glasses falling over. Maybe some chairs get damaged in the process. They trip over one another. Someone steps on Scrapper. He barks and bites one of them. But they were pretty soon. The kobolds are all mobbing the stable.
Yes, this was the worst part of the first Hobbit movie, and it's even worse to be in charge of it. So, so I'll head out to the stables.
Well, hold on.
And
Yosef
we'll start,
Farseer, what are you doing right now? You're making...
I'm in the kitchen making a large vat of Starleaf infused drink that I will be then taking to the stables.
So we're gonna have a bunch of high kobolds on our hands.
Yes. Hopefully enough to knock them out.
Okay. How long does it take you to make this Starleaf infused drink? Is that a short process or a long process?
I think this is. I'm
Just
going
go with
for
the
a
cookie
quick
brownies.
process. I'm essentially just steeping my my Starleaf into spiced wines.
Okay, and that'll work?
Yeah, works good for me.
All right.
He's the herbalist.
It's fat soluble and it'll basically get the oil out of the leaf, right? So they'll be just ingesting the oil that gets you high. So that makes sense to me.
But there's no fat in wine.
No, but I'm
Alcohol is an organic solvent.
Oh, I see.
Yes. I don't know if you could do it in 5 minutes, but hey, it's a fantasy world.
Sure, it's a fantasy world. Starleaf is a little bit different than other things. Let's say it takes you 10-15 minutes to get it and stir it and get it going. Cool.
Legitimate.
All right, back outside. Kuri, you've got these kobolds surrounding the...
I call Scrapper over along to try to herd people along and lure them out to the stables.
He comes over. The kobolds have found your ton of wine and are pulling it down. With the army of 40 kobolds, they can easily move this big barrel, and they pull it down onto the ground, and they start finding sticks to beat on it, and one of them pulls out a dagger and starts chipping at the side.
No, it's all going to spill that way. It'll get wasted. We don't want that, do we? You're going to crowd up in a non-organized fashion, and we'll distribute some of this here.
No, someone picks up an axe and starts taking it to the ton of wine.
I will go over, pick up the Cobalts, set them down at the back of the crowd. Oh, no, wait your turn. So
But wine! Get wine! Get wine!
So I'm guessing this stable. There must be buckets and things here.
Yeah. They're not
Actually, there's a
clean,
trough. There would be like a trough for the horses,
but
right?
there is a trough for the horses.
I'll get to organize the Cobalts, bring them over, and we will just start pouring the wine into the trough.
You speak Kobold, right?
Yes, of course I do.
Good, good. All right, so you start pouring the ton of wine into the trough. The kobolds act like dogs and just put their heads in it and start lapping it up. And we flip over to Nana and Friar Morton Bixby. The two of you have followed Leila to her parents' house, and she takes you up into her room.
I've never
And
been to there. Is Desmond's house nice? Does he have like a mansion on the outskirts of town or something?
you don't really notice it from the road. It just kind of looks like a pile of trees and bushes. And then there's like a little path that leads between it, and you come to a surprisingly nice house. It's not a big fancy mansion. It's made out of wood, but it's very well carved, and it's actually supported by some trees. It looks like some elves have been involved in the construction here, at least a little bit. And the stonework on the ground looks dwarven. No, they have their own house. Their house is like a combination between elven and dwarven craftsmanship. Definitely with some other human stuff thrown in there. It's pretty nice, but not fancy. It's humble but elegant. And she brings you up to her room where you see her bed, and there's blood everywhere. And she kind of stands there shaking and looking back at you.
How old is Leila?
13.
Yeah.
I embrace her. Like, my
Oh,
beautiful
God,
girl. We must
have to-
notify all of your friends. It's time for your moon party.
What?
I don't think this is what she
This is the
wants.
rite
right
of
now,
passage
big
in every young woman's life. Oh, I'm so excited for you.
What?
And then I reassess the situation. How much blood are we actually talking
Yeah,
about?
like how much? Is it like fucking shining amounts? Or
No, it's not shining amounts, but there is a substantial amount of blood
where is most of it?
in the middle of the bed.
In the middle of the bed? Anywhere else?
Blankets, sheets. It's kind of spread around a little. Sides, maybe a little bit on the wall.
Huh.
Now, Leila, has your mother given you the talk yet?
What are you talking about? I summoned a demon and it's inside me. I can feel it fighting me.
Ugh.
These
Bixby,
feelings can be great.
I'll give her the lady talk. Okay. This
I think
is
Morton tries to give her the lady talk and gets interrupted and corrected, and I've got a horrible religion-infused misunderstanding of
Yeah.
womanhood.
Nana, what is
So-
your woman talk like?
Fuck, you're gonna make me do it.
If you don't do it, I will.
I gave it PSA.
Now, this writhing demon inside of you is called puberty.
Yeah.
What?
Means you're
No,
turning-
I summoned a demon. Look, there's a fire portal open.
Can I see the fire portal?
I mean, you saw the fire portal earlier. It's in the middle of the street, and it's 115 degrees out. There's definitely a portal open to the plane of fire.
Now, once a month, this demon will come, and it will wait inside of you. And if you,
What have I done?
we'll save that for when you're older. But we've really got two opportunities for cleanup here. You can either go with the external approach or the internal approach.
Wait,
Now, it
wait.
won't
There's a
cost you
demon,
much.
and it's gonna be in me forever. Oh
There's
no!
a demon in all of us, my child.
No, what have I done? Oh my God, my parents are gonna die.
Calm down. Every woman goes through this.
Yeah, my first demon, that was
Whew,
Ugh.
where to start?
this is nothing compared to my first demon. Don't even worry about that. I'm gonna take you. We're gonna get some cotton.
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 No, the daughter of Desmond deserves only the best. It'll be silk for you, my girl. And I whip out a fragment of red silk which is on my character sheet.
I don't think is that absorbent though.
Okay, and as I pull out my seamstress's kit, I start prepping the red silk and do ... and continue to monologue about. Oh God.
Right, you prep that. I'm gonna take her to the.
It's like a portal opened in the plane of fire, and you guys are like, oh, this is the answer. Here we go. We'll knit you some.
I'll knit you a tampon.
This is what I get for not being able to be everywhere at once. Yes.
All right, she doesn't understand what's happening. She thinks that she's summoned a demon, and you guys are like not impressed by it.
Because Rosemary's Baby sounds like a way darker story than I want to do today. Okay.
So maybe 5 or 10 minutes into this process, she, in tears, takes off and runs out of the house. There's a lot of confusion going on.
I chase after her. Be like,
You could pretty easily catch up to her.
Yeah, I guess we
yeah.
follow after.
I don't tackle her, but I like wrap my arms around her, and I'm like, "My child, this is all part of growing up."
But what about the demon I summoned?
It was a dream.
So
I have dreams about worse things than demons. It's okay. Come back with us. We're gonna take care of you. We're gonna clean up this mess, this natural mess. This not a mess. This I don't know what to call it.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna fix this. Just come back inside.
Okay.
Okay, so I take a break from making my medieval underpants or whatever, and I'll start cleaning the room and like bundling up the sheets. And I've been hanging out with this party for a while. I know how to clean up blood and.
All right. Back
Fix
in.
I'm not convinced we got a demon. I'm treating this like it was just a. I don't know.
Back in Shenanigans, Yosef.
Yosafat. But it's
Yosafat. Oh man, I messed up your name on the overlay. I'll get that fixed.
That's okay.
You get your infusion all sorted out and bring it out to find 40 or 50 kobolds drinking from a trough of wine, and they seem pretty trashed.
Well, I guess I'm just adding it to the trough of wine, like, special casino drink, man. You guys are going to enjoy this. Here.
Casino drink! And they fight over the casino drink, and they probably don't all get some. It probably gets waste. Some of it gets spilled on the ground. Some guys get a lot of it. Some don't get too much of it. It's a big mix of everything. Korean Yosef? What are you...
Yosef, I say loudly to all the kobolds. I've heard that... Now, did you get that special casino drink that there wasn't quite enough of for everybody from the magic pool out in the woods?
Well, man, it wasn't no magic pool, man, but it was out in the woods.
From the magic pool out in the woods?
Casino drink. We have built casino.
The magic pool out in the woods, I think.
I can show them where to get it, man. There's more out there in the woods, yeah.
Perhaps
it's not that hard, man.
Perhaps you could lead them towards the magic pool out in the woods. Or at least get them going in the right direction. I think it's
with
about
this
10
pool
miles
thing.
an hour,
It just grows in the ground, man. But yeah, I can lead them out there.
Yes, and you could maybe get them going. I think the spot is like 10 miles away, so you might get them
Well, I mean, it's closer than that. But yeah, I mean, I'll show them where it is.
Well, I think the best spot is 10 miles away. And
You know,
so
a
you
better
gotta get them
spot than
going
me. I found that
right
really
direction.
quickly, man. All right, I trust you. I'll go look about 10 miles away, man. That sounds like good stuff. If it's better than
Well,
what
you
I
could
got.
just kind of get them going that way.
Like, all right, man. Yo, Cobalts, man, we need more special drink, man. You gotta follow me. Like,
They don't speak common.
He's saying there's good stuff 10 miles away, man.
They don't speak common at all. They completely ignore you.
I just
Oh,
continue
God,
doing that.
You're the only one that speaks kobold, Rob.
I'm already seeing the handbasket that this date is going to, and I have to go lead a bunch of Cobalts into the woods.
You're the only one that speaks their language.
No, Crewbarb does. Oh, Crewbarb.
You find Crewbarb inside prying up a floorboard.
Crewbarb.
Hold on, busy.
No, I know you are with very important business, but I was just wondering, you don't know.
Ooh, what's this? He says as he gets the floorboard completely ripped up.
Is there something there?
There's something there. There is a shiny blue orb about this big that has milky and sky blue clouds twisting and swirling inside of it.
Well, who doesn't have a Palantir hidden under their main floorboards?
What Palantir?
Yes, that's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. See how you can see the blue swirling around in there.
I don't know. He goes and pokes it, and as he pokes it, kind of crystals form on his arm, and he turns to kind of bluish skin color. What did you say? You take him away? You what?
I was gonna if he tried to poke it, I was gonna try to grab his hand. It's a freaking Palantir or something. You don't poke at strange orbs hidden under the ground.
Kuri, give me a saving throw versus spell as you grab him as he pokes it.
Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. Let's see, I haven't updated my... cleric level 3 is probably still the same as level 1.
Yeah, I think you get new saves at 5. But I'll double check for you.
I think you get... I've upgraded saves since level 1.
No, clerics get saves at level 4.
Okay.
You're level 3, Kuri?
Yeah,
You want 15 or higher.
Oh, crud.
You look on as horror as these blue crystals grow across Crewbarb, and you find you can't move your hand off of him. They cover his body, and they move up yours as you slowly freeze into solid ice. Yosef, you watch all this. Or Yosefat, you see this happening.
He found some bad stuff, man. I don't think we want to go 10 miles out anymore. He's not telling us where the good stuff is. Where did everybody else go? I don't know. I start wandering around town, I guess, looking for the rest of the party.
Do you leave Shenanigans unattended?
Yeah.
He's new here. He doesn't know what's going on.
All right. Well, on that note, why don't we go to our first break, and we'll see if the party totally dies
Now, Can we
nothing.
clarify? There is an implicit rule built into the show that no harm can come to Shenanigans or its owners. So no matter how bad we fuck it up,
I don't remember hearing that rule.
that's like in the very first email.
Yeah, that was the very
Yeah.
first post.
You pretty much can't. Like, if you try to destroy Shenanigans, something will happen, but you can damage it to the point that, Desmond might come back and decide you're not worth living anymore. Basically, if you try to break Shenanigans, you will probably die. Or if through your action or inaction, Shenanigans gets destroyed, you will probably die. That's the
We have the
effect.
lightning bolt striking down these kobolds.
We'll
We'll push the limits on the other side of this break.
see you guys soon.
Yeah.